Yes. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing good. I know I am, and welcome to the stream where we are going to be doing a live discussion about the Mario movie, but at the same time, to make sure that if people just want to see some gameplay and mute the stream at some point, don't blame you. I'll also be playing some Super Mario Galaxy for the screen as well, because I can't show any movie stuff, can't show any of that. Unfortunately, yeah, no, there's not much I can do in terms of showing Mario movie footage. Apparently, you just get takedown. You just get so much like shit taken down, so it's not worth it. So with that being said, just real quick, might not be able to be here during the stream. Then I've given warnings, Eli. If you need to not watch the stream, that's fine. It's a good movie. It's I loved it. So real quick, I'm just gonna give like my basic opening statement, and then we'll play the game and start the conversation of the back and forth. So let it be known, this is like a discussion stream. This is not in any ways a defending/hate stream, okay? This is not meant to either. This is not a stream that's meant to either defend the Mario movie from critics or to vindicate people hating the movie. Literally, I liked the movie. I understand my perspective on the matter, and I just want to talk about it and talk about what people liked and what people didn't like, while at the same time doing a small little stream of some gaming stuff. So if you want to watch that, then viewer beware, you're in for a spoiler scare. I will try my best not to talk about any spoilers, but if one slips, I apologize. That just happens. Knowing me, that just happens. But to put my bare opinions out there, out into the world, it's a good movie. It's good. It's a fucking amazing movie. It's really fast, very short-paced. Nothing. Literally nothing is just. Nothing kind of lingers for a while. Everything is super fast-paced. Everything kind of in the movie. It's a short movie. Weird to think that 90 minutes is short for a movie, but that is the case. Really short movie, and everything kind of doesn't have time to linger. Nothing really stays for too long. But with it being said, even though everything's so fast-paced and, it's super quick, God, so good. Such a good movie. I loved it. It is a basic plot, but man, as a Mario fan, I got everything I wanted and more. And there are some, interesting points I want to talk about on the opposition that just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I just need someone to tell me about that. But, I'm going to try my best to not go super into the details. So we're going to try. But yes, we're going to be talking about Mario movie. I'm going to try so hard to not spoil everything, chat. I'm going to try so hard, but it is going to be very difficult. And let it be known, if I spoil something, sorry. I've put warnings in every possible way. Description, pinned comment, the pinned message, the title of the video. Try my best to be spoiler free, but if not, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna just quickly get into the game, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna get in. So hello everyone. Welcome. Gotta mute the music on my end. The game we're gonna be playing in the background is this lovely gem. A gem that you cannot buy anymore unless you want to pay thousands of dollars. It's Mario 3D All-Stars, and I have myself at a lower opacity so that you can see everything in the game and I'm not blotting everything. Today we're going to be playing Mario Galaxy. Easily the best part about this entire collection. Literally one of the only reasons I bought this. Pretty much the only reason going into it, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Mario movie. It's Mario movie discussion time. I'm going to see. So I have a Q&A. If you want to ask any specific questions, go to the Q&A, ask a question there. And first question from Eli. Did you enjoy the movie? Oh god, yes. Oh my god, yes. It was such a good movie. I'm going to end the Q&A just because it'll be easier to read chat. But the simple premise is, yes, I really did like this movie. I'm going to make sure I get some questions in before we start. Did Chris do better than we all thought? Yes. He did way better. I don't know why they chose, so it's not what you think. It's that Brooklyn, think of Hotel Mario, but actually good. It was actually pretty good. It's with the visuals and with the voice acting, it is all, I mean, for my situation, it was very rough for me, but at the same time, it was still, it was okay. You know, you have to ease into it, and then like once you ease into it, it's like almost seamless. We're going to be starting off with my Luigi file, because I 100%ed the Mario file, so I want to play as Luigi. And fun fact, in my old channel, there is a, there you go. On this old channel, I did a series on the Luigi save file from the beginning to the end of the game. So I'm just going to continue the save file here. Just do some stars, do some cleanup while I talk about the Mario movie, just to kind of... This is a game, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Love this thing so much. So we're just going to play this along and show some gameplay as we talk about the Mario movie. Chilling with the noise, Peppino, Pizzelle, Snick being me. Oh, okay. Interesting. Seth fit shockingly well. Yeah. It's okay. I like the dynamic that Mario and Donkey Kong have, if that makes any lick of sense. But essentially, Donkey Kong is a rival. He's like a rival character in the movie, and he's pretty... I like Donkey Kong in the movie. I think they could have picked anybody but Seth, but Seth did a fine enough job where I'm like, okay. And also the whole Form and Spike thing, like, that didn't fucking matter. They just did it. They just put Form and Spike there just so that they could call it a niche reference and then just deal with it. There really was no point to being like, oh, we have a celebrity doing Form and Spike as a niche reference, where it's like, okay, who cares? It doesn't fucking matter, though? Just asking? But Seth as Donkey Kong, I did think was really good. The things that stuck out to me the most were, like, this entire movie, I was popping off. I was screaming, and I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Oh! That being said, let's start off... Actually, before we do anything, I want to start off with a recording I took. I recorded myself 2 times. One time was before I went to see the movie, and the second time was, like, right after the movie. So, to start off tonight, let's hear the first one, and then I'll stop every now and then to elaborate on my points. But real fast... Let's hear what Past Me had to say.
Okie doke, I don't know if I'm actually going to be using this, so hello everybody that is watching the stream or the YouTube video right now. I don't know if I'll be using these, but essentially the idea, which I'll probably have already explained, is today's the day of the Mario movie. I'm going to go watch the Mario movie, and I thought it'd be fun to record my thoughts before the movie and after the movie, and then, you know, Gab, whenever you want, you can pause and talk between parts. I won't mind. Out loud, I won't mind. Inside, I will be very pissed off if you ever do pause me.
You're fine.
Yeah, so going into the Mario movie, last night...
Sorry about the wind.
Talked about this before, so pardon me, I am a pre-recorded message asshole, so I wouldn't know. But the movie... on Twitter has been really good reception. AK Family Home, who
really
is
good.
A lovely Chinese content creator.
Amazing guy. Super like niche Nintendo YouTuber.
And that's great to hear from a Nintendo fan. Good Vibes Gaming, another great YouTube channel that everybody
also an amazing
watch.
Channel. Please do.
They also said it was a really good movie. And so far, everybody that I've seen in my circle, so, you know, definitely the people that I have, like, similar opinions.
For the record, I am using like one hand to like put this up to my mic, so I can't play while this is going on here. Luigi game here. Let's have Luigi take a nap while this is going on, just so that there's something going on. Sorry.
Too, believe it or not, they believe that this movie is pretty good. Some people say it's a pretty good movie, and from the advertisement and from everything, it seems like it's a really solid Mario movie, or at the very least, better than the one that they made before.
Very low bar.
That's a low bar.
Yeah.
But hey, as long as they get over the bar, who cares?
True, Isaac, true.
But,
this is very well said.
Let's think about it. So, outside of that, if you look at the current Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes score, it is at like a solid 50. Like solid
it's like 50
middle
or
of the road.
It
like
is
people
very
either
mid
love it or hate
critic
it.
wise.
And you can check on the current Metacritic as of yesterday, I guess. But it's like...
I think it's still like maybe 50,
like,
60,
there's a lot of people who
60
really
at best.
don't like the movie, but when you actually look at the negative reviews on that movie, it's a lot of people that are just like, Mario was like a video game, and it feels like in this movie, I am not holding the controller. Like, this is not...
That is a very real Metacritic, like, review I got from this game. Like, someone literally was just like, oh, this game is... It's 55 right now. That's fair. But they were like, oh, this video game, my god, it's so mid. Where it's like, no, it's like, it's... This movie is supposed to be from a video game, and it's like... But it's like I'm not controlling the character. There's no interactivity with the audience. And it's like, you're such a fucking idiot. Do you not understand that it's supposed to be a movie based on a video game? It's like, and you know for a fact you don't see any of that, like, criticalness taken towards fucking Sonic. It's because it's the fucking portly Italian man that it's the... Like, no one... You can see, like, critic reception for Sonic is way better than Mario. And that's because Sonic puts more references than actual gaming stuff in their movies. It's just like real references, but Sonic's in it. And Mario, it's like actually, it's actually trying to make a game based on its actual world. Hot take, which Sonic just doesn't do. But back to the past.
Something Mario would do, or it's like stuff like that.
It's so fucking dumb.
And it's like one of the most fucking stupid takes I think I've ever heard. What did people make the same claims to Sonic? No, like, people love Sonic. They love the Sonic movies, and personally, I think you can still agree with me on this, Gab, but to us, the Sonic movies are pretty much more or less, it's too many references and too much like, hey, remember this.
Okay, I want to quickly preface this. Mario movie is also chock fucking full of references, and I know that. Like, that's the whole appeal of this movie, is look at the Mario reference, which is great. But in the Sonic concept, it's like Sonic, but the references aren't Sonic. The references, more than anything, it's like, oh, we'll have Sonic in a thing. But like most of the references in any of the Sonic movies are just like, oh, look, Sonic's referencing real people. He's referencing like a current topical thing. So the movie's gonna age in like 10 years and it's not gonna be worth it, where like, Mario, the context of Mario, like the games will still be topical because that's what you're watching. It's a Mario video game movie. So like in the Mario reference concept, at least the references won't age nearly as much as like Dwayne Johnson, or like, what was it? Like, oh, it's like Chris and the Rock or something like that. That fucking Sonic 2 reference. That's like one of the sole reasons I hate that movie. One, also just because it's not a Sonic movie. It's Sonic and also humans that we really need to put in the movie. That's why I don't like the Sonic movie. The OST blows Sonic out of the water. I agree. Luigi Snooze, yes. Yeah, well, I still love the Sonic movies. They definitely played it more safe than Mario. Yeah. Saw it in 3D. Yeah, 3DS guys, like the console guys. It's the Nintendo 3D. True, Isaac, true. But yeah, no, I actually saw it in a 3D theater all by myself because I watched it at like noon, and so all the kiddies were away. And I was sitting in this giant theater all by myself with my 3D glasses and my sody popping popcorn, and I was fucking popping off. And I'll talk about that, because I recorded it afterwards. I'm gonna try and like quickly go through this. Is it worth getting Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle? Yes, because it's almost always on sale. I would wait for it to go on sale. Perfect discount game. It's also a good tactics game. Highly recommend it. But back to the movie.
Pop culture reference, which is fine because like Sonic's supposed to be the cool hip guy, so of course he would know more references, but it's just not our... We don't think that is funny. We just think that is kind of boring. It's kind of lame.
We do.
Mario, he's not going to have those tropes, and of course he's not going to. But from all the advertisements and all the stuff they've done for the movie, it really feels like it's just the Mario universe. No real references, no real nothing of that. It's Mario references, some Nintendo callbacks, maybe, but that is like, it is contained in the Mario universe. It has nothing to do with the real world, and that's what we want.
That is what we want. And that's what we got.
Again,
and I'm very happy about that.
I'm like trying. I have so many thoughts going into this movie, but
I still do.
It's really good. Voice acting. From what we can tell, it feels like Chris Pratt has like secretly been a good Mario and just hasn't told anybody.
I just said that, yeah.
I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. So apparently he has like a pretty decent Mario voice, because in the later advertisements, like his voice has sounded like it sounded better. honestly, it sounded better than what we originally thought. So, you know, hold some optimism for old Chrissy boy.
Chrissy.
But yeah, going into this movie, I'm very optimistic. I'm very excited. I'm, you know, even though everybody, like, the critics are saying that it's bad, granted, you know, most of those critics are movie nuts. They're not Nintendo nerds, and they're not, like, you know, the people that, like...
And I need to preface again. This sounds very defensive, and that is because it is. So let's quickly explain what I'm trying to fucking say. They just scrapped all of Mario's lines from the first trailer. Yeah, they really did. And it makes no sense, because, like, yeah, fucking... it's ridiculous. So, let's preface this. The critic reviews, most people that are watching this movie, and you know, it actually, like, it makes... I'm gonna, like, walk around and see what stars we need to get while I'm doing this, but it kind of puts things into perspective where you kind of realize, oh, right, the more, like, you know, you kind of, like, remember that, you know, the movie audience and the game audience sometimes is much more different than you think. And then you kind of realize, oh, right, people that are, like, you know, professionally, like, reviewing movies, all things considered, they are just doing their job, and they are reviewing a movie. And think about this. The critics, they're doing it because it is their job. It is literally their job to review any movie, as, like, all the movies, so that they stay on the trends, they stay on the topic. In that instance, I don't blame them at all. Like, at all. But at the same time, I don't remember what the secret undersea cavern. We're gonna have to... This is one that I was stuck on, I remember. But you have to... It's like, you know, it's a way of, like, understanding both sides of the coin. Like, we can't just say, you know, as much as it's really funny, we can't just continuously say, oh, the critics are just stupid. You know, because at the same time, they have to review every movie, and so, you know, it's not like they're gonna do every movie review unique to, like, every unique fan of whatever movie they're doing. That's kind of like a ridiculous ask. Oh, no, I'm gonna die. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I'm fine, actually. But, yeah, it's hard to... Oh my god, this is what the bats are based off of in the Mario movie. Holy shit, I picked the right game to play. Yeah, the bats in the Mario movie are based off of the Mario Galaxy bats, apparently. Who would have known? But, you know, it is their job to critique every movie, and, you know, they're not gonna immediately be like, go to the Nintendo, their local, like, resident Nintendo fan that every town has, and be like, yeah, you know, I found the movie, like, I liked the movie, and then the critic's like, okay. In the eyes of a Nintendo fan, this is good, because that's the thing. They're not looking at this through the eyes of a Nintendo fan, and, you know, all things considered, that's kind of, like, really hard to, like, tell them not to do. You know? That's kind of dumb to ask of them to do, because, like, it is so hard for me to, like, talk and make a good point while playing this, but, I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die because I'm not paying attention. But it's just, like, you know, understandably, as much as I disagree with what current, like, critics are saying, like, literally, there's this one Twitter clip that was going around of this girl that was just like, well, I just didn't understand why Mario went in the cat suit. Like, that's just really humiliating for Mario. And I guess it goes well with Japan, and it's like, you know, fucking dumbass doesn't understand that it's a Mario reference, but at the same time, you know, that's kind of, you know, you can't expect everybody that watches this movie to know every single thing. And that's, like, the big problem with the Mario movie, is that, you know, not everybody that's watching this movie is going to be like, oh, I want to see this for the Mario references because I'm a Mario fan. They're just going to think, oh, this is the big blockbuster that's coming out and I want to watch it. You know? It's like how, like, every person that, like, watches an Avengers movie isn't going to think, oh, I know everything about these Marvel characters, and so that's why I'm going to watch the Avengers movie. No, like, most people are like, oh, I don't know everything about Captain America. He just looks cool and he's played by Chris Evans. Like, you know, they have to cater, you know, as much as it's like, oh, they keep, like, you know, oh, this movie is nothing without the references. You know, that's, if that is a fair judgment, you know, as the person that doesn't know anything about Mario, if they can see that and that is true, then they do need to be, like, you know, understandably, like, commended for that. And to an extent, they're kind of right. Like, as much as I love the movie, the plot is really bare bones. It kind of is. And I like the movie. Let it be known. There's a reason I'm talking about this movie. Because I like it a lot. But, I don't know. Okay, I found out that trying to play Mario Galaxy and talking about the Mario movie is very difficult. Fun fact, chat, it is very difficult to, like, actually trying to find a secret world in a game and trying to keep a consistent thought takes up a lot more brain power than I was expecting to do today. But, you know, that's just, you know, not in the sense of, like, oh, look at the person, you know, it's... I want to go into this discussion, you know, kind of, like, understandably knowing what is going on. Let's just have some more footage of Luigi taking a nap. How's it going, Mango? Hopefully you're doing good. Actual question, I saw the clip on YouTube, but just Charles Martinet get more than just that one cameo or something? It's just that one cameo. Yes, it is. It is. Here's the thing. It's not a spoiler. I'm just denying something that people thought was going to happen. I'm just gonna, like, crush people's hopes and dreams real fast for a second. Charles Martinet, there is no confirmation of Wario or Waluigi. I checked, like, end credits, everything. Nothing. So, all he has is that one credit. He has one cameo, that's it. And it's in the beginning of the movie, and then you see him in, like, the end of the movie, and that's it. It is unfortunate. But yes. They need to watch 47 copy and paste Mario icebergs to get the gist of the Mario lore. Exactly, and it's like, you can't expect everybody to do that. You can't expect, and that's why, like, the movie sometimes is, like, very ham-fisted in, like, explaining everything that happens in Mario, or, like, all the neat little intricate details of Mario. Not exactly, where it's like, look at this mushroom, it makes you big. Like, they have to say that because, you know, some people probably are just like, the fuck, what did the mushroom do? Or, like, what does the blue mushroom do? Because, you know, not everyone's gonna play, like, what, Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Bros. DS, you know, it's like, no one's gonna do that. Not everyone's gonna do that, so they have to explain some parts, and if it is just that, some people might not be into that. And so, there is an understanding to the critic score. Do I agree with it? Fuck, no. But, you know, it's whatever. It's an opinion. Bet they're saving the Wario Brothers for the sequel, then maybe after that they'll go the Galaxy route. I don't know how to respond to that without spoiling something. So, let's just say... no, let's not say anything, because again, I want to stay as spoiler-free as possible, but let's just say they are definitely sequel baiting something, but it's not what you think, and it's the last thing that you would expect. Not in it's a very obscure Mario game way, it's just one that you would have barely guessed that would have been the game that they would have like based the next movie on, but they definitely are sequel baiting a teeny tad.
Play Mario and they're not the people. I mean, maybe they are. And again, you know, you shouldn't gatekeep a movie from critics because they haven't played the games.
Exactly.
It's stupid, and I understand that that's really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very least, it seems like the points that people that are negative, the points that they make are really fucking dumb.
They are.
So, I don't know what they're talking about. So, as far as I can tell, all the negative reviews are, like, dumbfounded. But then again,
with nuance.
I'm optimistic.
With nuance.
I'm a big Mario nerd. Like, Mario and Luigi, favorite fictional characters of all time. So, it's like, you know.
Yeah, that's a self-report right there. I am the most, like, I've said this a million times. I am, like, one of the most basic graham cracker people I've ever had. Post-credit thing. Yep, there is a post-credit thing, but I'm not going to spoil it because it's really cool. And it, like, it catches you off guard.
Oh, it's kind of...
But yes, with nuance to the critics. There is a nuance to the critics. People just think, oh, they're hating Mario. I hate them, you know. You know, as much as I agree with that, you also have to understand there is a nuance to it. You know, there is a reason why they probably are, you know. The post-credit was a little anticlimactic, yes. But it does excite me. But it is very anticlimactic because of all what people were expecting.
Hard for me to like have an unbiased opinion on this, but I'm excited to see this movie.
I was, and I'm happy to see it.
More likely than not, I'm gonna have a really good opinion on this movie. So
yes, I was
thanks
right.
for having me for this beginning before watching the movie talk.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sorry if this is not if this is not cohesive.
It wasn't.
But just
That's
like
fine, actually.
I think this movie's gonna be the shit. I think it's
It
gonna
was
be
the
the
shit.
shit. And so it's gonna be a good fucking movie.
Good
and
fucking
I can't wait
movie.
to watch it. So enjoy the rest of my conversation, and I am gonna go watch the Mario movie. So
Have fun.
I guess you'll see me in the next pre-recorded video. Bye-bye. Bye, KiRBiZOiD. Beep, beep,
Fuck
beep.
you.
Ha-ha.
Fuck you. Fucking fuck. She hung up. The bitch. She hung up. Let's play a little bit of Mario and like answer some questions before I we'll do the after watching the movie video in a bit, just because I want to have a little more non-spoiler stuff. So I'm trying to remember. Does anybody remember where the hidden water shit is? Do I want to look up a guide for this? No. I'm a Mario fan. I've 100%ed this game without a guide before, apparently, so I need to prove that I can do it again. But yes, if anybody has any questions, now would be a good time, because I'm probably going to collect a few stars while I answer some questions. Luigi camera. I'm going to answer a few questions for the time being. I don't want this all to just be me reacting to me already. You know, I don't want that to be the entire thing of the stream. So if people have questions, I will answer them. Also, I think I already fucked it up, because I think the end of this is a star, isn't it? I think so. But yeah, unfortunately, that one Charles Martinet cameo is the one. But the cameo, it is underwhelming, but it is a solid cameo at the very least. It is solid. Oh, son of a bitch, I was supposed to long jump. Damn it. Seeing as it's my channel's whole brand, how'd you feel about Toad in the movie? Again, I'm gonna try and say as many like non-spoilery things as possible, but I'm gonna be a bit honest because people made good points. Oh my god, I'm so cool. I'm so cool and awesome. I just did that? Oh, I immediately just ruined that. Fuck. God. Toad in the movie, he is very entertaining. He is definitely the Krillin side character of the movie, but in the nicest way possible. He is a really good character. Motherfucker, dude! Come on. Toad is a really good character, but then he kind of just exists for the whole movie. He's like the Krillin, where it's just like, kind of the plot happens, and he's just there. Which is unfortunate, but the moments where he does shine in near the very beginning of the movie, they're not bad. They're quite good, and I did enjoy them. It's just unfortunate that after that, it really isn't much. But, you know, what he was able to do, because he was just, like, the small, but, like, with a little bit of spunk. Like, that was his character. He was just, like, he was just a quirky guy, and he was just chilling out. Oof! I didn't think he'd do that. I was trying to be cheeky. What did you think of Badass Peach, a better character than she's ever been, in my opinion? I agree, you know? It's hard, you know, because, you know, we're living in with, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but with the rise of more strong female roles, I love that, and I don't want that to be, you know, thought of as a negative thing. Oh, it was awful. I guess that was like a shortcut. Okay. But with the rise of more strong feminine roles in media, movies, games, what have you, there's a lot of worry where people start eventually just make the, you know, the idea of, you know, strong independent woman don't need no man, and she is flawless in every way, and she doesn't need to be, you know, a detailed character with some genuine flaws, because we really want to just make a strong woman. And you know what, that's fine. I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing, but the problem is that I like a character that is strong and feminine. Shoutouts to Tifa Lockhart, shoutouts to, you know, Daisy. But, you know, it's still, like, you want to make sure that your character is still likable. You want to make sure that your character has some depth where it's like, you know, you actually have some interest in the character. I've got no clue where to go for that. You know, you have to actually make sure that the character is worth watching, besides the fact that, you know, I don't know. It's hard for me to do that. Was Chris Pratt voiced by Mario? You know, it really felt like that, though. It really did feel like that, though. Secret undersea cavern. I'm gonna find the secret undersea cavern, and no one's gonna laugh at me anymore. No one will ever laugh at me ever again once I find the secret undersea cavern. I'm not gonna be the laughing stock anymore, and I'm gonna be the talk of the town. But yeah. Peach, I think Peach is really well... She was really well done. You know, she was a character with flaws, and she wasn't a perfect character, which I feel like a lot of, like, mainstream media wants to make, you know... They want to make more, like, strong, independent females, you know, flawless. And I'm not saying this in the sign of they need to make more, like, weak women. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that it's nice to know that they wanted to actually make a character with depth, but still make her a strong and independent woman. That is what I wanted, and I was lucky enough to get that. It was nice, and I liked it. Secret undersea cavern? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I assume it's the big... Oh, fucker. I assume it's the big, eel. Does the do you yield penguin dude actually get to do anything? He just becomes like a speaking role. He gets extra lines, in the scene where Luigi's in the cage with, like, the Luma, and the Luma's like, oh, I'm a cute character, but secretly I'm... Oh. Is this a secret cave? No, it's not a secret cave. Oh, boo-hoo. Are you the secret cave? Let's get you a shell and see if we can get you. See if we can fucking get you. But yeah, no, Peach was really well done. She actually had some, like, depth to her character, you know, enough to, like, be like, you know, she's a strong, independent woman, but, like, you know, there's some mystery of, like, why is she they actually try to, like, you know, do the, why is she the only human in the Mushroom Kingdom? What's that all about? You know, and she has, like, her affinity for the Toads, and she has, like, that respect for them, and she's, like, jabbing Mario. She's, like, throwing jabs at Mario, and she's supposed to be, like, the stronger character, but she's, like, more of a mentor to Mario around the Mushroom Kingdom. She's like that. She's weirdly, like, Mario's mentor and his, like, driving force of, like, yes, I want to get better and I want to do stuff. And then eventually, you know, they kind of, like, slowly hint at Mario and Peach flirting, which is, like, one of the only times Nintendo's really actually allowed that to happen. You know, it's weird. Okay, I'm a secret cavern? No. The fuck? Where am I supposed to go for this? The question is, Bowser's song wasn't much of a song. It was funny, though. Bowser's song wasn't a... Yeah, no, it was literally just they wanted Jack Black to be Jack Black. And, you know, it works for Bowser because Bowser's the lovable himbo that everyone goes for. Will you say anything? Will you say anything about the secret cave? It would break in. Okay, don't break the wall with a shell. So, I am clearly missing something. The question is, why do you swear so much? I got no fucking clue, dude. I think it's just because I watched... Here's the thing. I got a potty mouth, and, like, I try to be more, quote-unquote, family-friendly for YouTube, simply because, you know, I for my videos, I try to not swear as much, but it's just... It's the first thing that the brain kind of goes to, if I'm honest, where it really is where, you know, I want to fill up the dead air that my brain is trying to, like, comprehend stuff. And to do that, I'm like, oh, I'll just say fuck in the middle of it. And that's fine. So for my streams, I'm a lot more like, I just swear a lot. And now YouTube made it so that, you know, you can, like, swear a bit more. Where it's like the swearing stuff has been a lot more, they're not, like, cracking down on it as much. And so my brain's just like, oh, thank God. Or thank fucking God, I guess. But I don't know. Oop. Okay, I have an idea. This is a crack? Can I do anything with that? No. Am I missing something, chat? Does anybody know where the secret undersea cave is? This is the least family-friendly, to be honest. Oh, well. I mean, my content has said that it's not meant for children, so if a 5-year-old is watching my content, they're like, I like the KiRBiZoiD because they say fuck a lot. In my actual Let's Plays, I try to be more family-friendly, but in the streams, I'm just like, I don't care. And maybe that's weird to do, but whatever. I mean, yeah, if you watch like Alpharad stuff, like, I mean, again, Alpharad is like the worst example to use for this, but Alpharad doesn't swear for most of his videos, and then on stream he curses like a sailor. Same with Jaden, you know. Jane Animations doesn't swear that much, and if anything, she uses it for comedic effect. Which is, you know, actually a good use for swearing, but... yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up, because I don't remember. Don't let your kids watch KiRBiZoiD. Yeah, but, like, if your kids watch KiRBiZoiD and they watch, like, hours of my content and they give me ad money, I'm not gonna say no. You know, technically, it is the parents' fault. Like, for the record, I should not be on YouTube Kids at all. If I am on YouTube Kids, it's not because of me. Secret Undersea Cavern Hidden Star. I don't remember this. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Secret Undersea Cavern. Swimming instructor. You'll discover the swimming classes are canceled. Cracked wall. Smash the wall. Okay. Chest. Extra life. Pass through the crate. Smash the crates. Launch star. 2 times the thwomps. Question of finding the right spot to stand where they'll pass over you. Use the raised areas. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like, quickly read this. What? This is such a bad guide. That's awesome. I love that. Okay. Wait. Wall jumping on... I'm trying to figure this out just so I'm not finding stuff. Curb from a 10 to 10. How good were all the voices? Don't let my evil instincts control me, but you do you. I don't let my evil instincts... Oh Christ, you make this sound like a Christian thing, dude. Chill. It's fucking it's a YouTube video. If you're taking swearing super seriously, then I don't know. Drink up hot tea to calm yourself down. I think everybody, that's just advice in general. Drink some tea. Tea is good. Tea, nice hot tea, it'll calm you down. But I try. I don't know. It's like, if someone really wants to, like, make a fit about me swearing, then they can just stop watching. I don't... You have the power to do that. Okay, wall jumping on waterfalls. Wait. Oh, no, I remember now. Oh my god, wait. I think that's what that chest is. I think it's an ice flower. I faintly remember this. Oh. Chat, I faintly remember the Mario puzzle. Are you proud of me? No? Aw. Oh man. Damn it. Ooh. That. So I think what we do... Okay, we have to make sure that the shell doesn't... No! No shell! No Koopa shell! No! I'm chaotic good. Hell yeah. It's the best kind. Oh! You blow stuff up, but it's for the good of mankind. And it's also for pleasure. Oh, let's go! I think, if I'm correct, this is an ice flower. Nope, it's a secret. We're gonna do it. Chat, I finally remembered. She commits vile acts. Yes. She's evil, fam. Favorite voice was Jack Black. Charlie Day killed it too. Real fast, I just wish Charlie Day was in the movie more. Charlie Day, like, okay, Luigi is in the movie, which is funny because I'm playing as Luigi, but Luigi's, like, in the movie, and then he's just kind of gone, and he doesn't do anything until the end of the movie. And I think I say this in like my, oh, come on. I say this in my video where I'm just like, yeah, I don't like how, I'm not too big of a fan of Luigi's, performance. Not that Luigi's bad, but simply because of the fact that Luigi is barely used in the entire movie. That's the only reason I don't like Luigi in the movie. Because I think if they actually did something with him until, like, you know, the final fight, I think then I'd be a lot more interested than I would have. Wait. I was gonna say, I'm Luigi. I can just jump really high. I love the ice flower. Just because it's such a cool idea. It's not just ice or fire flower. Oh no! Oh! Oh, they die! Oh, that's evil. Oh, that's evil and twisted and crooked. They'll definitely have more screen time in the sequel. I hope so. And I hope that that is true. Because god damn it, he deserves it. Luigi deserves the best. We all... Such a dumb flip duck, man. But let's get him. He's gonna see me. And he's like, oh, I gotta catch him. And we will get him. There we go. Finally got it. I don't think you understand evil. I make Minecraft villager fountains that fall in lava with command blocks, wolves, and ocelots part of the build. Ooh, that's fair. You're saying I'm that evil? Damn. I don't know if I should be honored or confused. So in the build, it's constant wolf ocelot villager hurt sounds in the entire build. Oh, no. Luigi is the best. I agree. I don't understand what that means, Isaac, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay, real quick, I want to talk about the Kongs. I kind of did, but I kind of didn't, so I want to make sure I talk about it. And I don't think I do in the video. But the Kongs they're there, and I like the idea of a whole, like, village built around, so the whole, like, idea of the Kongs is that the reason all the Kongs are with Mario on Rainbow Road in carts is because their whole, like, village is based around carts, and that's, like, their whole, like, design. And so they're all just like, yeah, we just have a bunch of shit around. We have a bunch of tracks, and all of our structure is built on cars. And it's a cool idea. And you know, that leads to eventually them being like, yeah, no, I don't need you. That's what leads them to be like, yeah, let's fucking Mario Kart down Rainbow Road, which I guess is just on DK Island for some reason. And then that leads to the Mario Kart scene, which is actually, everyone thought that this was just going to lead to Mario Kart, but I can promise you guys, the Mario Kart segment is way shorter than you think. Nothing really stays for too long in this movie. So this whole movie is like a really, like, quick drug trip where it's like the most powerful shit you've seen, but like the high is over in like an hour. That's really what it is. It is an hour-long high, and like it comes and goes. Like you blink and you miss it for most of the plot, and that's unfortunate. You know, the movie doesn't really understand when to like kind of slow things down until like the first part of the movie is really when things are really slow. It's a relatively like nice and decently paced start, but then it gets to like when he actually gets inside the Mushroom Kingdom and Mario has to do everything and do the training and like go across all the different lands. It's like after Mario gets into the Mushroom Kingdom, he is now like on a constant like day and night, like super fast, going through everything, fast paced, and it's fine, you know. It's nothing, you know. It's good to like, you know, better it be, you know, really quick and, you know, blink and you miss it than overly long and it takes forever. Because I feel like a slow torture is, a lot of people hate like a slow, you know, rip the band-aid off instead of like the lingering pain of ripping off that band-aid. And I'm not saying that as it's like a harmful, like the Mario movie is a harmful experience that I don't recommend, but it's just like, you know, nothing really lasts for too long, which is a valid complaint, but I'd rather prefer that than, I'd rather everything be fast-paced and, you know, kind of happen and you just have to pay close attention to everything than it be really slow and, you know, it done poorly. And again, I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if it going on for a long amount of time or like letting things breathe for a bit. I don't know if they would have executed that right or wrong. Like, we will not know. Period. We won't know. But it feels like they were just cramming a lot in, and that's like one of the only complaints. You know? It makes sense that Luigi got the Peach role because Mario literally just got there and wouldn't care about saving some woman he's never met. I agree. Mario Luigi Gamer, how is it going? We're talking about the Mario movie, and I'm also trying to somehow multitask and play this game at the same time. This is really just, really, if anything, this is just me doing an ultimate, like, mental workout to manage the amount of, like, stimulus that I can take at this point. Because it's me trying to be, like, understandable and actually talk about a movie without, you know, sounding too stupid, let's be honest. But I'm fine. Oh! Did someone subscribe to the YouTube channel? I appreciate. Oh, Luigi, please get up there. Who was that? Mario Luigi Gamer. Oh, hi. How you doing? Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, pally. But yeah. Oh. Kirb did Mario voice game-wise have a good cameo. So that's Charles Martinet, and unfortunately, it's okay. Here's the thing, it's not like, oh, water gets rid of power-ups. That's a damn shame. He has like an okay cameo. I'd say it's like pretty good, but it's not like the best. It's not Wario or Waluigi. I'll just like unconfirm stuff instead of, I'm not gonna like, confirm anything, but I'm gonna unconfirm some stuff where Wario and Waluigi, that's not a thing. And then they don't tease Mario Galaxy. They don't do that. But with the Luma, you can assume that, they're like kind of teasing it, but they're not like hardcore teasing it. They're just like, yeah, Luma's here. Luma's just kind of doing their thing. But gaming with JoJo. Hello, JoJo. How you doing? We are talking about the Mario movie. Just ask any question about the movie, and just ask what you if you haven't seen it. I'm happy to like answer any questions to like help you figure out if the movie's right for you or not. Okay. Last thing. As much as I recommend the movie, I'm not gonna like outright tell you to watch the movie. If anything, this should like help you put things into perspective of like, hey, maybe maybe I value pacing a bit more, and with Mario's fast pacing, I might not want to watch this movie. That's a fair, because the thing is, like, this is currently a movie, a theater movie, and theater movies are quite expensive. Like, buying a seat, especially if, going to a movie theater, buying a ticket, getting snacks, like, depending on your theater, that is going to be very expensive, especially if, you have to do it in the afternoon, which is more expensive because that's their actual busy hours. So it is a big idea, but personally, I would recommend the Mario movie because I'm a huge Nintendo fan and I loved it. And we're going to be hearing my my raw reactions to the game my raw reactions to the movie, like right after the movie theater, what I thought. We're about to hear it in a few minutes after I get all of these purple coins. This is a bad idea. Oh, okay. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any up that tree, but we do have to get the... Aw, I have to get the spring again. Aw, damn it. No, Pauline. Pauline is in there. She is in there, but it's a cameo. She is in the movie, but she is not like a leading character. She is the mayor of Brooklyn. So she is like the mayor of like where Mario and Luigi live. And nothing... Like Mario and Donkey Kong, like their relationship in this movie... They have, like, no pre-existing, like, bonds or anything, because, like, it's like if Donkey Kong, the game, the arcade game that everyone knows good old DK from, that is not, like, there's no, like, pre-existing rivalry, which I know, like, MatPat thought there was a game theory, like, that's what his film theory was on the plot. He, like, kind of got the movie. It's, like, all things considered, Mario's journey throughout the movie is, like, the basic hero archetype of, learn about the character finds out they're like not that they're the chosen one, but they, they're bad at first and they grow up to be the big, strong hero, save the day, and then they do that. Ah, damn it. We haven't even gone underwater. Was there any voice you hated? The only one I didn't fully like, as much as I didn't like, just the idea, I'm fine with Seth Rogen. I think it's fine. It's definitely not, like, perfect. But it, for a village of talking monkeys where Donkey Kong is shown, like, in the movie, Donkey Kong is more of a, he's more of like a, it's just Seth Rogen. He really is just like, I'm the himbo. I'm just a himbo and I love fighting and I love smashing stuff. I'm Donkey Kong. Like, that's the personality. He's a great ape. That's what he is. He's a grade A ape, and he's chilling out, and he's just a fucking himbo. So, for that to be casted by Seth I keep saying, is it Seth Rogen? Oh no. Seth, whatever, last name, I think it is Rogen, but whenever I think of Rogen, I think of Joe Rogan. But yeah, Seth does a good job. It's not bad. It's not terrible. I think that's like most of the voices in this game. Like, I don't think there's a bad one per se. I think Foreman Spike, for all of like the media attention he got for the movie, dude, it's like he's like he's single-handedly the most forgettable character in the entire fucking movie. Like Mario's dad, like Mario's fucking father, that is only shown in like the beginning and the end, just as much as like Luigi, I remember him more than fucking Foreman Spike. Foreman Spike was just like a waste of, I don't know, it was like a waste of a role, if I'm honest. He's just like a brief plot point in the movie, and that's it. Like, all he's there for is to be like, You guys used to work for me. And that's it. And he's like, I'm a bully. And then there's like 2 scenes of him being a bully, and that's it. Like, Foreman Spike could have easily not existed in that entire movie, and it would have been fine. I think that was just like a waste of a cameo, if I'm honest. Air bubbles refill your health. What are you doing? Dude, chill. Chill out. I'm just playing Mario. I'm trying to play the game and talk about the Mario movie. My brain's not going to be just like immediately like thinking about everything. Just chill out. But yeah, no. Is there anything near the... Oh, I made the bad move. 98. Where the... I'm assuming these guys have the other coins? I don't remember. This is purely... Did Jack Black just... Did he do much better than we thought? Not that I know. I mean, he did pretty much what I expected him to do. It wasn't like... It was good, you know? Again, when I think of Bowser, I don't think of Jack Black. It's a cool idea, and I like, you know, he does a good job as a Bowser, but it's not like the Bowser I think about, so if that makes any form of sense. It's like he does a good job. You know, it's not a bad job. Oh, camera. Where am I? Camera. Mario Galaxy is a working game, I promise. Nope. Not there. But yeah, no, Jack Black does a good job. You know, he does the I'm Jack Black, so I sing a song, and it's goofy. It's a good time. Where the fuck is that? Where's the ear thing? Could have sworn I saw it somewhere. Oh, there you are. I'm here. There you are. But yeah. I'm just chilling, man. But yeah, no, I just, yeah. Foreman Spike, I couldn't care less about. Yoshi makes a cameo, which I know everybody is just like, you know, you see it in the trailer when they're like exploring all the different worlds, so it's not much of a spoiler, but yeah, Yoshi's there. Doesn't do anything in the entire movie, it's just like a brief cameo of like, oh, there's Yoshis in this world, which is fine. Not gonna, oh, it's totally that. Okay. Yeah, it is, get a shell. Alright, let's do that then. How did I not know that, like, doing the spin takes a chunk out of your... Come on. I'm assuming it is the... Get an air bubble. There we are. Has to be. No, it isn't. Okay, damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm lost. I'm assuming... Where the fuck are those last 2 coins? It must be in the air. Or it must be above water, because I don't see them anywhere. Like up on a tree or something. A little bit of searching. Cappy cameo, no. That would have been cool, though. I would have... Oh, yeah, right there. Here. One thing I will talk about is the music. So the music is interesting. So it's not that the music is bad. The actual soundtracks for this movie, super good. There you are. Oh god, that would have been terrifying. I was pissing my pants at that very moment. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. I need water now. Please get me out of... Please get me out of this awful power-up. I hate this power-up so much. It's like, it's not terrible. It's just the controlling it. It scares me. It fills me with fear. But yeah. Wait. Come on. There you go. Whoa, there we are. Where's the star? There you are. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely is a interesting... It's interesting. So the music that's actually made for the movie, fucking amazing. Just amazing little, like, every now and then you'll hear, like, a pinch of Mario Galaxy, a pinch of Luigi's Mansion, a pinch of a Mario game that you probably completely forgot about that. Like, faint, like, hint of, like, the ding 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 ding. Like, just, oh, I remember that part. Like, the music is really good, and a bunch of references, and the music on its own is a whole reference fest. But every now and then, the movie will just out of nowhere play, like, a random-ass 80s song. Like, I Need a Hero, or... I never did Buoy Bass. But yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting. So it's not. It's weird because it is the exact same like it's the same problem of like, oh, we're just gonna play the song that people know because it's a trending song, and not because it's not because it actually fits the fucking game. But at the very least, the ones that they do, I'd be stupid to say that it didn't work. I think I have to. Right. I remember. I have to go down and hit the tubes. I have to get like a bullet bill to. You have to get like a submarine bill to hit these air bubbles. I remember, Chad. I remember. Alright. Hey, buddy. No, it's fine though. Get this, please. Uh-oh. I think it got hit by the propeller. Also, I think that's the... No. What I want is to raise the level of the... Oh, shit. No, come on. Come on. Ow. Damn it. Oh, well. Lost Mario music? Not that it's lost. It's just a million, like, really cool references to Mario music. Like the music itself is just like one of the best parts of the movie, and everything. The graphics I thought looked really good, and like the faint way of like how all the characters moved and how. Damn blooper, fucking ass. And let's get some air. Oh shit! There. Reminds me of that one like Banjo-Kazooie level. Oh god, swimming controls are great. Any power-up you wanted to see? There are some power-ups. I think there's like 2 power-ups in the entire movie that are just like, that they have not spoiled in the movie. So there's 2 power-ups to look forward to, and they're both like, they're good. I like them. They good. Come on, hit it. Nice. Rise! But yeah, I mean, they, one power-up that I kind of wanted to see, but it's because I'm a Mario Bros. Wii kid. Oh no. B Mario would have been cool, as a Mario Galaxy nerd. I would have also loved, Propeller Hat Mario, but Raccoon, like the Tanuki Mario is pretty much, no, son of a, I meant to jump over that. Oh well. In that regard, like Tanuki Mario already did what the Propeller Hat was. So I understand why not, but it's weird. Okay. Oh gosh, jumping out of water has just always been annoying for me. Probably it's just me though. There is one Mario track in this. There's one Mario Galaxy track in the score of the. Oh my god, please. Oh, I hate it. Every now and then, and I don't think it's this game, but I don't think it's just this game, I should say. But there are multiple instances of when like your character just can't move when it holds in a direction, and all it does is why would I need that though? I'm Luigi though. Counterpoint, Luigi. I meant no Mario missing music from that obscure game. Oh, Mario is missing. That's what you meant. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I have never played that game, so I wouldn't know if there's like any music that was like there or wasn't there. That is interesting. I never thought about that. If they added like a little hint of Hotel Mario, that would have been like the ultimate, like Sonic movie having Sonic thing. I would have loved that actually. Oh wait, I should have. That's what I meant to do. I will say one thing that was very weird. So I don't know if people have been like staying in the loop of like all the other movies that are coming out recently. But one of the movies that came out recent, or one of the movies that's kind of like new, is the Barbie movie. And the Barbie movie, it's like a jokey Barbie movie from what I can tell. And that whole movie is weird. But like it played a trailer for that in the Mario movie because, it is an upcoming movie in the Mario game. It's an upcoming movie. And I guess it's like Barbies are for, little kids. And so I guess the movie theater was like, oh, we're going to play the Barbie trailer because, that's what it is. We'll be fine. but like there is a specific scene at the end of the Barbie trailer where it's Ken and another Ken, because everyone in the Barbie world is either Barbie or Ken. But it's two Kens talking about how one of them got severely injured in a fight and they were having a beach off. And they would say, and like this guy said, if I wasn't mortally wounded, I would beach you off so hard right now. And they kept talking about how they would beach off each other. You can assume. Let's just say that. But it is weird. Does the Barbie movie have a Max Steel cameo? It has a Will Ferrell cameo, and I don't know why. It's weird. Like, Will Ferrell's in the movie for some reason. But yeah. Going back to, just real fast, because I'm awful at keeping my own talking points. If you've watched my YouTube videos, you know this, but, the music, it's bizarre, because, like, yeah, it's not that the tracks are bad, but it is, like, the complete stark opposite of, like, you know, what the actual tracks of the game are, like, the tracks of the... It's like, it's just like these beautiful, like, beautifully made, like, orchestra, you know, notes to, like, every game in the like, a bunch of different Mario games, like, a bunch of references in the music, and then, like, it's just, I need a hero or fucking Take On Me, which is fine, because Take On Me is a banger, but it's just weird. Because, like, why? Well, it's, like, it's two completely different things, where it's, like, I guess, like, the idea is that Take On Me is from, like, the same era as Mario. Oh. There we go. What do you mean? What? I was in there. I was in the area. What do you mean? But, I don't know. It was fucking weird. It's just... blah. It was weird. I don't know how else to say that. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh well. But yeah, it's like, it's such a weird, like, contrast, but at the very least, what? I stopped moving. What do you, oh well. Oh well. It's fucking weird. It's just weird, man. I don't know. And again, I apologize. I'm trying to play a game and talk and, like, answer questions about the Mario movie. And so, apologies if none of this makes any, you know, fuck! I couldn't move. Luigi's a slippery bastard. He couldn't move right. I'm losing so many lives. Oh no. But, yeah. Brain is just all day today after watching the Mario movie. So, I was watching. I love this movie. I think it's obvious that I had a good time watching this movie. And so the thing with that is, I was popping off, like, a bunch during the movie, and there were multiple instances, like the final fight of the movie. It made me so happy to the point where I did cry, and I am enough of a, you know, I am enough of, like, an honest human being to accept that I cried to the Mario movie, because, you know, it was like, it really felt like, you know, even if the movie is not okay, and it's not like a perfect movie, it was my perfect movie, and it just made me happy. It was a movie that I enjoyed, and that's all I needed. I just needed a good Super Mario movie, because that's all I want. I just wanted a movie with Mario, doing Mario things, and it was a low bar to meet my expectations for this to be an amazing movie. And I was popping off, I was yelling, I was hooting and hollering every time, and it got to the point where, like, at the end of the movie, I genuinely cried, because I was like, man, I've never had a grin on my face for an entire movie quite like the Super Mario movie. And it's awesome. It really felt like, and it's so... you can call it sad, but I call it special, where this movie really felt like a movie for me. You know, it really felt like it was a movie about a franchise I actually enjoyed, that I wanted to see a movie out of it. You know, I actually wanted to see a Mario movie. Like, it's one of the only franchises I would actually care to have a movie adaptation of. And so I'm just happy that it was a good movie. It was a good movie to me, and honestly, that's all that matters. It really is just all that matters to me, and it was just a good movie, and I liked it. So, as a really big Mario fan, big Mario and Luigi, Paper Mario, whatever Mario you want, as an avid Mario fan, this was a movie where I was able to smile the entire time. Mario is one of the only, like, it's one of the franchises I care the most about. It's probably the franchise I care the most about. And I had a good time. I liked it. It was a good movie. I had a good time. And that's all I cared about. It was a good movie. I think this is a secret star. So I've already chosen, but it's Luigi's Mansion now. So that's awesome. Oh! Please, 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 please. No, damn it. But yeah, no, I recommend it if you're a Mario fan. Mario Party the movie? Oh my god. That would be too much. That would be so funny. It's just like, make that a short. You know how like Sonic had some like extra shorts after the movie, like some extra animated shorts that they did? That genuinely, that would be what I would want. I would want them to do a Mario Party like short where they played Mario Party and got really angry with each other, and that's the whole like extra short, like that DVD bonus feature, you know? I think that would be so fucking funny. Because I don't think I would want that for a whole movie, but for like a self-contained like story with the characters, I could see that. One of the things I did really like, actually, and I've like kind of gone at it, is the chemistry of the characters. And again, I'm talking about a children's movie. I understand that, and I hope that you understand that as well, considering the fact of, you know, you guys are here to hear about my opinions, maybe, about the funny children's cartoon. So bear with me. But I feel like, you know, Mario and Luigi's relationship, you know, the brotherly bond that they share. You know, if people couldn't tell, I used to identify as a dude, as a man, and, you know, I had a brother, and I love my brother. I'm hooked on my brother, you know? So it's like, it felt like a genuine, like, family bond that him and Luigi had, and I love that. It was sweet. Outside of that, woo! No, please, please. Thank you. Thank you. What are you? Gotcha. I don't know. Are you gonna watch the movie more times? Nah. Movie tickets are expensive, and I have a budget, so no. Honestly, I don't know if I'd watch the Mario movie again. I feel like I want it to stay this one self-contained moment of joy in my life that, you know, just to, like, keep it sacred, you know? Talk about the movie, have it stay in my memory, but all things considered, just, like, keep it there. Keep it in the back of my head and just remember it as one of the best movies that I saw. It's one of my personal favorite movies, and I'm not saying it's the best movie. It's my favorite movie, because I've never had a movie that made me smile so much. Because it really was just a game about a franchise I genuinely cared about, and I thought the attempt and I thought the execution was well done, that it satisfied what I needed, and so it is my favorite movie easily of this year. Puss in Boots is a very close second, because that is just a good movie in its own right. But this is just a movie I liked a lot, and therefore it is my favorite. I did the exact same thing. I am an idiot. Get a part-time job on the movie theater and watch it for free profit. You say that. I've been applying to movie theaters just because so I used to work at movie theaters. It was the first actual job I've had, and current job fucking sucks. And so, yeah, you know, if only I could make YouTube my job, that would be great. But all things considered, until that is happening, I need to be realistic, and I need to be realistic with my time, and you know, the idea of a budget, and, you know, actually get a job until YouTube maybe works out. Again, KiRBiZoid's only been out for a year. I'm not like an idiot, and I'm like, oh, I'll get famous like Dream someday. I'm not an idiot. I'm not like oh, like I can instantly get successful. Oh yeah, that's easy, and that can easily happen, you know. Because also at the same time, I'm talking about Nintendo games. That's a niche audience, all things considered, but also the games I play are niche Nintendo games more than anything. So it's like, it's a lot. So you're after it too? Well, you have to race me for it. Okay. Here we go. Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please. Come on. I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna kick his ass, totally. Dude, where? Oh, I couldn't see! Oh, I used to be so good at this. Man, it's been way too long since I last played this game. This was like the game that, like, man, like, really took my love of video games to a whole new level. Specifically, it was the first video game that I genuinely loved the soundtrack on. Mario Galaxy's soundtrack is just perfect. I am so bad at this. God damn. Okay. I gotta get up. No, I lost. I'm gonna lose a life. I lost a race and now a ghost took my life. Maybe I have a chance? No, I don't have a chance. I did awful. I think it's... Can I just, like, die? Can I just, like, here? No, kill me now, please. I promise I'll be a good girl, I swear. Just, like, kill me now. Ask your twin sister Gab to record 20 videos a week. Yeah, we both would love that, actually. Ugh. I guess, like, outside of No, don't put me back. This is weird to do after, like, years of not playing this game, but... Oh, I died. Yeah. Overall, Mario movie was good, and I recommend it, but the thing is, you know, I recommend it because I love the games, and so I love the movie. If you're somewhat in any other, position than I am, I don't know, you know, come to your own conclusions. I appreciate being, you know, a person that could possibly be used as an idea, or, like, you know, to be the person that you might come to for to like ask, because I am, you know, that makes me happy. But at the same time, I'm not, like, my opinion should not be your opinion, you know? You know, like, it's okay if our opinions are the same, but it shouldn't be based on because it is my opinion that it's your opinion, you know? And I have trouble with that, and I can see that, and I know that. But, you know, all things considered, it's still... Holy moly. Okay. We win. We just won. Hell yeah. Bro, that was ace. That was ace shit right there. Nice. Good time. Good time. But yeah, no. If I could do full-time content, man, that'd be so cool. But yeah, no, just, you know, I like the movie. I recommend that you watch it. You have my recommendation, my seal of approval. And after the star, actually, we've been streaming. I didn't plan on doing a really long stream tonight, but let's just show the last video of me talking, and then we'll end it, because I just wanted to talk about the Mario movie, and I feel like I've talked about what I wanted to talk about, and then it turned into Mario Galaxy, which is not what people came here for. So let's just get back to a conversation, and just me kind of going back and forth with myself, I guess. But let's just quickly chill out in the kitchen.
Okay. So, I need to take a big breath.
I really liked this movie. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, holy shit.
That movie was exactly what I thought it'd be. I'm gonna try really hard not to spoil anything. But oh my god, I got done kind of crying at the end.
I did.
Because, like I said, Mario and Luigi are some of my favorite characters in media ever. They've been with me since the very beginning as a kid. And to see a movie that, you know, the voices aren't perfect, but once you, like, watch the movie, you kind of forget that, and you just enjoy everything. It is non-stop action, some gags, and, you know, sometimes The characters don't feel exactly right, sure.
That is true.
Man, as a Nintendo fan since when I was like 2, 3 years old, and picking up Mario Kart Double Dash for the first time and that kind of sealing my fate for the rest of my life. Oh, man, I don't even know where to begin.
I was holding my phone really
Looks
weird when I was
fucking
recording
amazing.
this, so please bear with the
Characters are a little-
shitty audio
They're a
quality.
little weird with the portions, but again, they're Mario. It's hard to put Mario in a really high quality. It's like the Pokemon. It's not as serious. It's not as like egregious, but it's kind of the same feeling you get when you see the Detective Pikachu Pokemon for the first time. You get over it. It's just like the relationships, the characters, like their like interactions with each other. One really good one that's not really spoilery is Mario and Donkey Kong. Mario and
I
Donkey
kind of
Kong,
went through this.
they're like rivals, and they never make up. They're never good friends. They're just like
More or
they
less.
keep shitting around with each other, and they keep fucking with each other. Especially Donkey Kong, like he's always bullying Mario. But then, like, you know, it's out of like it turns into like they're still bullying the shit out of each other, and they're still kind of bros. But it's like they're still like, you know, bullying each other, but it's a sign of respect. Like it's an endearment thing.
Yeah, so I didn't fully talk about this, but with Mario and Donkey Kong, so again, Mario and Donkey Kong do not have a history with the Donkey Kong game. Like, this is them interacting with each other for the first time. Like, literally, after the fight scene, which I'm not gonna spoil, but the fight scene where it's like Cat Mario and the "now you die," like that scene, it comes into the future where Donkey Kong, like, his whole character arc is that he does not like Mario, and that he's just an asshole to him. He's just a big bully. And again, the whole movie has this weird like theming of like how Mario, he's a small little guy, but he's super. Like he's a small guy, and it's like a weird running gag where like people think he's like a small man, and he's just a manlet, and no one respects him. And that's like his whole thing is that he's a manlet, but he doesn't give up, and so that's what makes him a Super Mario. But it's weird. It's weird thinking about that, but it's fine. It's like it's definitely like one way of going through it. I wasn't expecting Mario's like whole character arc to be like, oh, I'm a little man and no one respects me, but now I'm cool now. I'm simplifying this a lot, and it's a lot, you know. They go into it a lot more, where like his father doesn't respect him and stuff like that, where it's like no one respects him as a human being, and so for him to finally like prove his worth as someone like with determination to finally be proven as someone of worth and someone that is cool and is able to do stuff and, you know, actually fulfill what he wants to do. It's cool. It's a cool idea, and I like that part. So like Mario's character, and I'm pretty sure I go into more detail about that, so I won't go too much now because I will later, but
Fuck, I'm sweat. I wish I was joking, but like I popped off every second they made a really cool reference, like in the Rainbow Road scene, and it's not much of a spoiler, and I'm not going to spoil what happens, but in the Rainbow Road scene where they're driving around, which has been shown in the trailers, one really cool thing is Mario evades like all the Koopa cars by doing drifts, and he does the drift and he like narrowly avoids it because he gets a drift boost, and that's like a little detail when I was like, he got the drift boosts, he does the drift boost, it's accurate to the games. It was cool.
it was really cool, and it really is. It was really sick that so much of the movie, everything was a callback to something, and it gets to a point where it's too much, where it's like debatably it's too much, depending on like what you think. But still, it's just like it's cool. I liked it. It was fun. It was a fun thing of like everything was just a callback to one of the games. It really felt like there wasn't a moment where it really didn't give you time to breathe. And, you know, for a kid, that's great, but for an adult, you know, it's hard because, you know, when you get older, you appreciate more, like, get some time to think on it and get some time to do that. And, you know, there is the, Mario movie, exactly. There's a point where, you know, you can debate that, you know, it's a kid's movie, it needs to be, like, constant action and do stuff. You can't really give it time to breathe, but at the same time, there's really cool kid stuff that, you know, does do that. But you know, it's fine. Thinking about it, I don't know. chat. I don't know. Because, like, it is just it's a hard debate. It really just depends on your taste on, like, do you like nonstop action or do you like more time given it to breathe? That really is just a preference, and I don't know really how to say that in a good way or a bad way. Like, it just depends on what you like in terms of pacing in a movie.
And I will admit, a lot of the movie, like most of the movie until, like, you know, the climax of the movie and the rising action, it was a lot of, Mario's a doofus, he hasn't been here before, he's a goofy guy. And it's like, I understand that, but man, they like hit that super hard. But it's Illuminations, like, they are, and I just saw someone tweet about this because I'm just like, my brain is it's running at 1,000,000 miles per hour right now.
It really was.
Someone made a very good point that
it was something else.
Illumination, so there's like so many gags, there's never really a moment to breathe, except
I've said that a million times, man.
A few times during the movie that I can think of, like maybe 2 or 3 times that it's a loud-ass car.
Okay, I'm gonna skip that. That's a loud-ass car. Fuck, I forgot about that part. Yeah, there's just a guy that was just blaring his fucking loud-ass car in the movie theater parking lot. It was bizarre. So for those that don't know what's going on and are just tuning in, hi. I'm playing back a recording of my raw opinions that I had right after the movie, and I'm just kind of like stopping it every now and then and like chipping in. We've been talking about the Mario movie for like 1 or 2 hours now, and it's just, you know, real brief overall. Thought the movie was really good, but all things considered, huge Nintendo fan. I pop off at like any reference to a game, and that was all I needed personally for the movie to be good. And so if you're looking for something like deep out of the Mario movie and something where it's like, you know, a really rich story or really rich, like Shigeru Miyamoto has, like, you know, he is known to be the person that doesn't like actual story in his games. But like, you know, the story aside being like, you know, a pretty cut and dry cookie cutter heroes campaign, still a really good movie, and I was grinning the whole time. I was smiling like a dweeb the entire time, and I loved it. Really good movie. But back to Past Me. This is actually, I'm looking back on this. This is a 15-minute talking video. I don't want to go into all of this. I genuinely don't. It was a cool idea, but then I realized, oh, I'm talking for like 15 minutes. We need now an emote of you saying, wow, that is a loud-ass car. No, we don't. We don't at all. No, we don't. But yeah, no, it's just my thought on it. It's just, yeah, Mario movie is good. It's full of references, but if you really don't like a movie that's just full of game references, or if you're not as much of a, it really is just a movie that, even though it's trying really hard to like cater to everybody that doesn't know everything about Mario, the way you are going to enjoy this movie the most is if you love Mario and you love Mario references. If you like that, you're gonna love this movie. But if you're going into this with like even an ounce of like doubt or critique in your mind, you're gonna have a much more, you know, mixed, or, you know, a more of a disappointed, and rightfully so, because, you know, plot isn't that thick, you know, ain't that juicy. But I don't know. Let's do one last level while I kind of give some closing thoughts, but, you know, it is a good movie, and I'm not going to say that it isn't a good movie, but a lot of people are just saying it's bad, either because they don't get that this thing was a Mario reference, or, you know, or the script, or the fast pacing, and, you know, I'm not saying that's a bad take, because it really, that just lies in preference, and that preference is neither good nor bad. You know, because at the end of the day, a movie simply cannot give you, it cannot give everyone everything, and that's something you just have to admit. But I loved the movie, full of really fun Mario references, a bunch of really fun stuff. But if you have like if you're a critic and you go to a movie to critique it, you're not gonna have a good time. You're not, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. This movie's just ain't for you. Ain't for you in the slightest. Ow, assholes, get out, get away. No, there's so many of them, I gotta get out of here. But you know what? And that's fine, and it's not like it's a bad thing, but I'm just gonna be brutally honest. If you're not in this, if you're going into this movie going to be like, yeah, it's just a lot of Mario, a lot of, oh, it's Bouldergeist. I remember this guy. He's cool. God, this was such a cool idea back in the day. Man, I forgot how cool this was. There you go. But yeah, no, it's just like if you're going into this with like more of a critical mind and more of like a mind of like, yeah, I'm just not gonna, you know, I'm gonna critique everything about this movie, and you're not just there to just fucking have like the eye candy, and you're not there to just, you know, fucking vibe for an hour straight, you know, this movie is just not for you. And that's fine, you know? Not everything, like I just said, everything cannot be for everyone, you know? Someone has to, not, like, it's, you know, you can't go into a movie expecting it's going to be perfect just for you. You kind of have to, like, ride the gambit with a lot of movies like this. And, kind of be like, okay, let's think, will I enjoy, like, I don't know. Enjoying it could be, you might enjoy it. I won't know though. I'm not gonna like know what you like. So it really just depends on, yeah. Do you really want a in-depth movie about like the intricate Mario lore? Well, then you shouldn't have expected Shigeru Miyamoto to do that. That's just not setting your expectations correctly, my friend. Shigeru Miyamoto hates story in video games. That is just a fact, and no matter how much he actually says that shit just ain't true. Home slice, that shit just ain't true. I made a bad idea doing this. Oh, I did not. I actually made a really cool idea. Boop. Boop. No, come on. You'll get there. Holy mo... What? No! What? Ugh, that's annoying. Although when Mario Morbius morbed all over Sonic, yo, true. So true. Yeah, when Bowser was like oiled up and twerked for Luigi for 10 minutes, that was like, you know, I wasn't expecting that to be my favorite part of the movie, but I wasn't surprised either, you know? I wasn't surprised that that was my favorite part of the movie, but like, you know, they animated it just so well, and you know, just Bowser, just, yeah, I wasn't ready for that, you know? It was just like the weirdest part of the movie, but I mean, surprisingly, it was the most like artistically, like, you know, it was the most like artistically passionate part, and so for that I can't, you know, I have to give the movie credit for that. When Mario like got like sucked by the piranha plant, and the piranha, like, what is it, the Cheep? When the Cheep got in Mario's face, and then Mario, you know, had to like pull it off, there was a second, you know, I wasn't expecting in the movie for there to be like 5 whole minutes of Mario kind of just letting it happen before he said he would stop, you know? I was like, it was a little, like, it was uncomfortable, but it was a bold choice, and, you know, I have to give it that. Nah, I'm fine. I think you got the wrong Mario movie. Oh, no wonder it said Super Hornio Bros. For those who don't know, and this is, I guess this is a very unique Nintendo trivia, but technically Nintendo owns Mario. There's Nintendo owned, so therefore technically official Mario naughty video, shall we say. It is an interesting, it is called, so back in the 80s or so, 80s or 90s, there was a naughty film, and it was themed around the Mario Brothers, and it was called Super Hornio Bros. And essentially the idea was that it was, you can just assume what that was, but Nintendo wanted to, I guess, own it in the sense of copyright infringement. And oh, damn it. No, Boo, come back. You're such a... I love this Boo. He's got like... He makes a funny noise. He goes... I love him. He's adorable. Oh, come on. No, I want you, though. Gotcha. Oh, he dies. That was fast. I was gonna say, that was super fast. That wasn't in my screening. Well, clearly you saw the wrong one. But yeah, no, that's... And so Nintendo, I guess, like, bought it because they didn't want it to be published. So they bought it so that they didn't have to, like, release it to the... So that it wasn't being spread. But what it... All that it did was just... Technically, just they bought the Mario movie, and so technically it is Nintendo owned, therefore it is canon. It is weird. It's a weird piece of like Nintendo trivia that I just love to say because it makes everybody immediately uncomfortable. It really like toes the line of like, oh, should Gab really be saying this? And I'm just like, does it look like I care? But yeah, no, it's just a weird piece of... I think I've talked about Super Horny Bros, at least to my friends, like pretty... in the sense of like, that's one of the most like obscure, one of the more obscure pieces of Nintendo trivia that I have, you know, which is pretty rare considering the fact that I have so much fucking Nintendo trivia in my, just as a fucking Nintendo nerd, like that's just all I know about at this point. Shut up. Didn't ask, get out of here. Yeah, no, just a good movie, man. It's just a good fucking movie. I liked it. It's just, yeah, I mean, yeah, I've already said it, but essentially it's just the ultimate, like, reference, like, drug trip, where it's, like, it is the most, like, blissful, reference-filled, like, hot, emotional high of your life, but it only lasts, like, an hour, and then it's just gone, and then you're just like, oh, man, it's over already? But it is very interesting, because I'm excited for whatever they have next, because this movie made me confident that this is going to be a hopefully a promising possible film universe. I feel like that was their Iron Man, and it worked for me. And God knows that this movie is going to make a bunch of money. I mean, maybe. I'm not going to, like... With it being the Mario movie, I'm assuming it's going to make a fuck ton of money. But I don't know. I won't know until it's over. This is one of the easier ones. I know there's one purple coin level that is just like fucking egregious. Oh, it's timed. Okay, never mind. This one is bad. Oh, that's not a coin. Right, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna try like outer ring first, and then do. Oh, thank God. Outer ring and then move from there. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? How am I supposed to get those? Oh, boo. That's... Come on, man. Get that other coin. Oh my God, that's awful. The time is ridiculous, dude. Oh no, this is gonna be worse. I still stand, like, vehemently on my point, though, that Foreman Spike has no right to exist in this movie. I genuinely think they could have literally done anything else for, like, a character, and they would have made a better movie. Because Foreman Spike had no right to exist. I will say, there was a point in the movie where, there's a scene where, like, Luigi, like, has a flashback of, like, him and Mario as kids, and it's, like, baby Mario and baby Luigi, and it is, like... I, like, cried a bit, because it's like exactly what you would think. It's literally just baby Mario and baby Luigi. Like, there's no change to the characters, and so it is, like, fucking weird, because it's just, like, you don't expect just a literally baby Mario and baby Luigi. You don't expect that. But as a Mario and Luigi... Wait, I don't think Partners in Time... No, there's no way that Partners in Time invented baby Mario and baby Luigi. I refuse to admit that. I refuse to admit that. Oh, I lost. I suck at this game. Oh. How? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm awful at this. I'm dog shit. God damn. I don't know. I just... Just Foreman Spike. He could have just not existed and I would not have cared. It's a cool reference, but the fact that they were, like, hyping it up as, like, at least, Kamek got more screen time. Like, I don't think they needed to really be like, yeah, and this guy is playing Foreman Spike, Mario and Luigi's former boss. And it's like, I don't think anybody would have cared if it wasn't in. Like, everybody was like, man, this is a weird choice. I wonder what they're gonna do with Form and Spike. And it's like they did literally nothing. That's what they did. It's like, it's a cool idea, and then they're just like, yep, he's here. And we're gonna use the budget to make sure that we're gonna use our big Nintendo budget to make sure that of all of them, the fucking Form and Spike character that barely shows up in the entire movie, we're gonna make sure that he is played by an esteemed actor, because that's what we need to spend our money on. And again, no dissing the actor, he's literally just doing his job. I just don't understand why you would spend that money for a cameo. You know, if it's a cameo, let it be Charles Martinet. That makes actual sense. Actually, this is actually reminding me, one of the cooler Easter eggs in the movie is the Toads. The Toads, you know, they have voice actors. There's one where it's literally just like, it just sounds like the movie trailer guy, you know, that everyone talks about. But the Toads, some of them, I swear some of these Toads are voiced by the original, like, some of them just straight up make Toad noises. One that is weird, though, is when Bowser roars, it's not Jack Black trying to, like, do a roar. Do a roar. It's not Jack Black trying to do a roar. It is literally the Bowser roar. And it's just like, it doesn't, why would you do, like, it's nice. It's cool that exists. But, like, also, who cares? It's like, it's weird. Like, that's a weird thing where it was like, yeah, it's cool that Bowser does the noise, but at the same time, then why is it Jack Black then? And then out of nowhere, roar, with the fucking Bowser roar. And it's just like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Either are. Exactly. But like Toads, it's like, yeah, they like made it canon that all the Toads sound different. So every now and then they had like little Toad noises every now and then, like actual like Toad voice lines, as for like some of the Toads. And it's like, it's a cool reference. But for Bowser out of nowhere to sound like a guy to do the Bowser roar, it's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. What am I supposed to do? I wasn't paying attention. That's what I do. Captain Toad, tell me what to do. Maybe recording a roar would be hurtful to his throat. That's fine. But like, it just, there's no like consistency. Silver stars. Oh, I remember this one taking forever to do. Oh no. I specifically remember this one being annoying. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Arnar. This is a faster shell, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Toad. My bad, boo. Whoa. Oh, fast travel. Let's go. Ayo. I'll just get this one then. There was one thing, and it's... I don't want to call them out. It's hard. Okay, I'm not going to say who they are. I'm just going to say what their opinion on it, because it confuses me to a degree. So, I was watching a review for the movie, and what the opinion that he had was that in the Mario scene, everybody knows the blue shell Koopa. Like, that's just a guy. That's just a dude. He's doing his thing. We need that one. It even, like, is like, look at the item you need. This is the one you need. But everyone knows there is a character with a blue shell. You can assume what happens. So don't be surprised when in the Mario Kart, like, portion of, you know, the movie, he goes and, you know, Mario defeats the blue shell Koopa, because of course he does. He's Mario. What happens afterwards is and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just what I think. When he's just like, oh, I got defeated, and he's like, oh, like, just, yeah, damn it. And he's like, you won't get away, Mario. And then he goes, blue shell. And then he, like, turns into the blue winged shell, the spike shell, and he hits Mario, like, the blue shell. And that's, like, his attack. Someone thought it was, and again, maybe I'm stupid, and maybe I'm making a big deal out of this. but like, it just seems like one of the biggest possible nitpicks you could have had. Like, it's just the most, like, you know, it's like saying, it was like, oh, there's no point to him saying, why would he say blue shell? We know it's a blue shell. And one, not everyone knows everything about Mario. Again, that's what I was trying to say earlier, where it's like, no one's gonna know everything about Mario. Maybe, and, you know, Mario Kart being one of the most, you know, like, the biggest games of all time. That's kind of hard to, you know, hard to say in Mario's case. But with, it's like, oh, why would he say blue shell? Like, why would he do that? And it's like, I don't know, maybe because, like, that's his move. You know, it's like saying, oh, why is he saying Kamehameha? Why would he say that? That's stupid. Just do the attack. And it's just like, dude, he's just saying, it's like, that's like a huge, like, fucking anime trope. And I'm not saying this, maybe it is a dumb idea. Maybe it is, I don't know. But it's just like, to make a big deal out of it, like, especially to make a big deal out of it, there's no point. And he was just like, yeah, the whole movie, they're just like, they're telling you, like, it's like, they're ham-fisting everything, and they're telling you what everything is instead of showing you. And it's like, yeah, no, like, that's kind of fair. Like, it is a fair argument, but, like, he wouldn't let it go. Like, he wouldn't let it go, and it's like, it's a valid argument, but, like, maybe because that was, like, the only argument he could actually come up with? I don't know. And it's like, no respect to the guy who said this. Genuinely, I love his content, but it's just like, it really felt like he just really didn't have anything else to say, and it's just, he really wanted to say that he didn't recommend the movie, but the only thing he could, like, actually have as an argument is, they just ham-fist everything at you. And maybe that is the case, again. And I kind of, like, low-key agreed that it is the case, but I don't know. Like, dude, stop going at it over and over again. It's just, it's annoying. Like, yeah, make your argument and then finish the argument. It's just, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe I'm making a buttload out of it. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, as the kids say, as the gamers say. But fuck it, I don't know. I find that as a dumb argument. Like, it was a good argument, but then you wouldn't let it go. And then it just, like, then you're just like, oh, okay, then I don't give a shit about your opinion on it, because you're just not giving it, like, that's your only argument, or that's the only argument you're willing to, like, talk about. Why are you not shooting? Shoot now, please. Okay. One more. Whee! Trying to think of what else I missed. Can't really think of what I missed. Yeah, I'm back from square one. I think there's probably one more up there. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that I don't think that a negative opinion... It's not that I'm trying to, like, immediately defend the Mario movie, because I understand that it has shortcomings. Like, I've been open about them. Like, literally a few minutes ago, I was like, yes, Form and Spike did not need to exist, like, at all in the movie. Like, shit like that. Like, I understand that it's not a perfect movie. I still love the movie, you know, even though it's not perfect. But it's like, it still, like, you know, I'm gonna call out, like, takes where I'm just like, oh, it's kind of like a dumb take. And especially one that you're so, like, ride or die on. You know, one that you just don't let go. And again, I'm kind of doing the exact same thing, because I'm not letting go on, like, just, like, an opinion that a guy had on a movie that I liked. So, you know, I understand, like, the redundancy in a lot of, like, what I'm doing. Luigi, stop going in circles! I understand the redundancy in what I'm doing, and it's kind of hypocritical to what I'm actually saying. And I'll admit that, so... Dinar. Dinar, everybody. Ladies and gamers, a dinar. Come on. Yeah. I still will not forget just, like, the moment where I'm, like, in the theater all by myself and I see, like, the climax of the movie. The final fight just finally playing out, and just, like, just being alone in the theater, and it's just like, oh my god. I get to just pop off, and I don't have to worry about it. And I'm like, go Tiger. And I just fucking scream. I'm hooting, I'm hollering. I'm like, fuck yeah! I was having such a good time. And it's like, yeah, even if the movie is not even if the movie's not, like, the cinematic masterpiece that I guess people thought it would be, it was special to me, and it was a special movie, and I, you know, that's what I take it as. Where the fuck is this other silver star? I need to find this thing pronto. Here's something I do want to know, chat. What do you guys want from the next Mario movie? And again, I know this is difficult for people that have not seen the movie, but genuinely, what would you want to see out of a sequel? That's something I want to know. Like, are there, like, certain characters you want to see? Like, I know for a fact I want Luigi to take place. I want Luigi to actually take more of a presence in the movie. One genuine complaint... Oh, there it is. One genuine complaint I have is that Luigi just kind of, like... He's there in the beginning, doesn't do anything, and then at the end, he just, like... He does something a lot. Let's just say that. He becomes, like, a big, major part of the finale of the movie, and it's cool. But it didn't feel like the Mario Bros. Movie. It felt like the Mario movie, and then Luigi was there at the end, you know? And I hate saying that, but that is a genuine complaint where it's like, Luigi doesn't really get time to shine. He kind of does, but, like, not in the sense of, like, actually taking action and actually being an important part of the movie. Bye, bitch, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like, yeah, I'd say that's my biggest complaint, probably, is just that, yeah, Luigi really didn't do much. And again, he's supposed to be the Peach, the damsel in distress, because they wanted Peach to be a really big character. So I hope in the sequel, I hope that, you know, they actually do something with, like, maybe Luigi's Mansion, put Daisy in there so that Luigi has a bit of, like, a driving factor. Maybe go to Sarasa Land a bit. Maybe that'd be cool. Something to do with, like, Daisy and Luigi. I want Luigi and, like, a Daisy character to take center stage. There is a character that I already know is going to be in the next movie, but again, that is, like, technically a spoiler. That shell that I just threw, that was at you, chat, by the way. I'm sorry. But, yeah, I wonder what the next movie's gonna be, because this movie is gonna sell like fucking hotcakes, and it's gonna be big. For the next Mario movie, we need a Switch 2 announcement in Wario and Waluigi. Yeah, honestly, I'd love to see what... There's probably people that have already done it, but I want to see what Wario and Waluigi would look like in the movie style. That's what I'm excited to see, is people... excuse me. Is people doing that thought experiment of, oh, what's Wario and what would Wario and Waluigi look like in the Mario movie style? And there's probably like a bunch of art on Twitter right now that is the exact same thing of what I'm saying. I just think it'd be cool. Luigi's purple coins. Oh no. This one's annoying as shit. Once you realize, actually, it's not that bad. Realistically, it's not that bad. Once you realize that you don't have to collect all the purple coins, then you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna take my sweet time. Summer Child. Da, 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 da. Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna go like outer layer. Get these like big chunks of coins. Hopefully the audio's been good. Again, this is a very like last second stream that I didn't think through, so bear with me. Yeah, this needed a lot more coins than I remember. Oh shit! Damn it. God damn it. Try again. Okay, I'm gonna just like stick to this. One thing I did like, and it's like it's more of like a niche thing, but I did genuinely like the Mario and Luigi kind of like, the Mario and Luigi, even though the voices are kind of like, they're not the worst, and that, you know, in the context of the movie, you know, I like them. They're not like egregiously bad, so I don't like outwardly hate them. I think they're good. I like them, but like them doing like the Mario and Luigi, like you know, the titular voices of like the yippee bing wahoo, like that was good. Them doing that, like them just every now and then just like doing, just like, yeah, they were just saying Mamma Mia, just because that's a thing they say, and they did it because, you know, Like, it was just so, like, you know, candidly, I think is what I'm trying to say. But just, like, saying shit like Mamma Mia, Wahoo, and, like, stuff like that. You just got a Luigi. Like, that part of the... Like, Luigi just does that. And it's just like, yeah. Like, they just do it. And that's one thing. Like, they did their Bing Bing Wahoo speak, and they, you know... It was just like, that's just a normal thing. And so you watch it and you're just like, yeah, that's just the thing they do. That's their thing. That's their Bing Bing Wahoo Yippee-ki-yay. Like, that's their thing. All right, we're almost done. Oh, God. We're so close. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's awful. Okay. Oh my god, Luigi! There we go. Oh, thank god. I remember that one being a bitch. I remember that one being a sussy little creature. Yeah, again, any questions about the movie, I'm more than happy to answer. We'll probably do one last level, and then we'll end the stream. Again, sorry that this hasn't been a perfect stream, but I really wanted to talk about the Mario movie, have it contained in one stream. Contained is one way of saying it, but having all of my raw thoughts kind of filtered out and just kind of put out there into the world. I wanted to do that because I know that people are going to ask me in future streams and stuff like that, and so I just really wanted to talk and have discussion about that, because also I wondered what other people thought about the movie. Again, I understand it's day one, not everyone is going to see it until like the weekend, but still, I wanted to talk because that is who I am. I love discussing stuff, I love talking about stuff, especially Nintendo and especially Mario. So it's like, pardon-moi. But I'd say after a few weeks we'll go into like, I'm more than willing to talk about actual spoilers in the movie, but hopefully I haven't been too spoilery. As far as I can tell, it really wasn't a spoilery topic. It really wasn't a spoilery time. So hopefully this won't be as much as ads. I have it so that YouTube automatically puts the ads, because I like that, so that oh no. There we are. I just put ads on automatically. I've set that as like an automatic thing so that I don't have to worry about putting enough ads on and then, you know, not getting like rightfully paid for the content, you know. So pardon-moi for that, but I didn't want to like always put in ads, and then, you know, especially with streams, with like how they're structured, I'm just like, I'm good. I'm fine. Da 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 do do da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba rubba ba bo rubba ba 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 ba. Oh wait, I saw a chat. Oh, 1 second. I have to get done with the stupid spring, and then I'll. Oh, God help me. God help me. Jesus, help me, please. There we are. Mario was excellent. Definitely wasn't. I definitely want more Luigi in the sequel. Maybe more Mario 2 references like Mauser and Triclyde. Dude. I didn't think about that, dude. Yeah, so I love the Mario movie, if it wasn't painfully obvious. I wholeheartedly agree, though. So, for those that have seen the Mario cartoon, for those who don't know, it was actually more or less based on Mario Brothers 2 than anything. Because, like, all of Bowser's, like, the Koopa Pack, which is funny because Bowser doesn't show up in the entire, you know, he doesn't show up in Mario 2. But, you know, for him to be in that, but, like, all of his, like, minions, all of his, like, big minions in Mario, the Mario Super Show, it's Mauser. Triclyde is, like, one of his minions. It's not always his minion, but it's so weird because, granted, at the time, Mario 1 and 2 were, like, the only... Ooh, I'll take that. Take that, please. Thank you. Oh, ow. Asshole. Can I get out? Thank you. But, dude, if they had a Mauser, like, honestly, if they had a Mauser, character in Mario Bros, like, even as, like, a cameo in Mario 2, I would love that. Genuinely, I would love that. I didn't even think about, like niche reference cameos, because I was like, oh, Diddy Kong's there. Where am I supposed to go? Woo! Scary. Oh, wait. Okay, clearly oh, right, you have to ground pound on them. Do I have to kill them all? Ooh. Did I do anything? Nope, Luigi's stuck again. Oh, right, I have to blow out the candles. Right, I remember. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Actually, I'm just gonna... I said this on Twitter, but real fast. For those who don't know, Nintendo Capri Sun, it is his birthday today. And I actually owe Nintendo Capri Sun a fair amount because he was... And I've said this a million times on the channel. I know this. But Nintendo Capri Sun was his Yoshi Story Let's Play. It essentially was the reason it was the big thing that like ignited my love for Let's Playing and wanting to do Let's Plays. Like that was my inspiration, and you know that was what like initially got me into it. And you know, it brings up the question of, oh, I don't know fully. It's like I don't know fully if I didn't see it, like, you know, it probably could have been another content creator, but you know, regardless, I like to thank the content creators that like got me to where I am, in a sense. And for that, I can't thank enough, because, yeah, Nintendo Capri Sun, you're probably not watching the stream, you're probably enjoying your time at Disney World, I think? So fucking jealous, because I love Disney World, but, man, I hope you're having a good birthday, and thank you for being a part of this in a, you know, in a, what is it, what am I trying to think of? Not an active way, but in a casual, like, technical way. I can't think of the right word that I'm trying to use for this, but again, you're not watching this, so who cares? Oh, wait, no, wait, though. Wait, no, wait, though. Wait a second, can I not just... Yeah, I can. Sick. I love Luigi. No, no. Yeah! Fuck you, Spring. I don't need you. I don't need no Spring power-up. I can win. I can win regardless. I forgot. Luigi's awesome. Luigi's the best character in Mario ever. Actually, there's a really cool glitch I'll show you, and we'll end the stream there. But thank you to everybody who's kind of been sitting here and listening to me ramble. I love the Mario movie. It's good. I wanted to talk about it and just like give some thoughts on it and talk to other people about it and hear what y'all think. But yeah, this definitely is just like one of the more off the cuff and you know, objectively worse streams that I've done. But my brain's been mush ever since this movie has come out and I've watched it, and you guys have to suffer with me. So last thing I want to do before I end the stream tonight. Again, this isn't meant to be like a big stream, so don't worry. Don't think that I'm cutting you off. But really, in reality, this is where I was going to stop anyway. I remember there's a really cool glitch that you can do with Luigi. And to show that Luigi is good for something, Illumination, we will show the amazing Luigi skip that you can do in Mega Leg. So Mega Leg is the first boss. It's the first like world boss of the game. And a really cool skip you can do is you can skip essentially the entire level and get to Mega Leg in like one of the first parts of the game. So essentially we can get to him really early. And the thing is, the best part about it, and I need to find where the Mega Leg area is, because I have to remember where. Let me see. I think it is here. Let's see. Yep, it's right here. So what we need to do is we need to so somehow we need to double jump. I think this is the way. I think what we do is we so we want to double jump up to him. Ow. We want to double jump up to this thing or that thing. I'm trying to remember actually. No, we want to double jump up to... Yeah. 1, 2... Is it this one? I don't think it is. I think it's this one more than anything. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3... Oh, I didn't do it. But essentially... No! I don't want to do that. No! I don't think we can do it now. Wait, okay. I gotta remember how to do this. 1, 2, 3. No, damn it, didn't go. Essentially, we can skip Mega Leg and also just we can skip Mega Leg and not do any of the fight, and it like because it doesn't activate because the trigger for the actual event happening is 1, 2, 3. Damn it. The trigger to actually starting the Mega Leg fight is taking that star. And so what I want to do is I want to 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Oh, it's over here. 1. Okay. Is there not a orb? I think I popped the orb that... Okay, maybe this one? No, please. Damn it. Okay, wait. I want to see if I can get this. Okay. 1. It's so close. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. That triple jump is just extremely annoying. Okay. 1, 2. There it is. We got it. And now we can go to Mega Leg without doing any of the star trip. And the best part about this is that we enter it and Bowser Jr. doesn't come. He doesn't turn on Mega Leg. We're just here now. And the camera is stuck at a fixed angle. We can't do anything with the camera. Or I guess we can. We can look around. Look at everything. But we can just look around and just go to Mega Leg. So it takes a bit of finessing because you have to, because the Mega Leg essentially isn't turned on, and so his gravity, some of his gravity is actually turned off, and so you have to like kind of clip through everything. This is like probably my favorite exploit. But the problem is, we see the star, but the problem is the way that you originally get the star is this cage. It spins around, and these little bullet bill spitters, they shoot out bullet bills, and then we guide them into going through the wall and then hitting the glass wall to get the power star. But the thing is, we skipped through all of that. Bowser Jr. doesn't turn on Mega Leg, so nothing in Mega Leg actually turns on. So we can just go to Mega Leg, we just look at his eyeballs, get blinded, my eyes, and we can just go on top of Mega Leg. Go all the way down. That's such, I love this glitch. I don't remember where I got it. I think it was AK Family Home. Again, amazing content creator, go watch him. But it's just fucking weird, dude. You can kind of like manually get it so that you can see Mega Leg a little more. And you can't do anything. Again, this essentially Mega Leg is you can't do anything with him. But you can just kind of look around, not have to worry about any of the don't have to worry about any of the bullet bills. You don't have to worry about the music, even though Bowser Jr.'s like that's iconic, and I love that. We can just kind of be here. We can just kind of be here and just kind of exist. You can just be here. Look out into space. Oh. You just look out into space. Put that in your wallpaper. But yeah. I'm gonna actually leave that here as I end today's episode, or end today's stream. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that joined the stream and everybody that subbed during the stream, all of that stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, I apologize. Normally I can make points a lot clearer, but again, this movie was a lot for me, and you know, if you were there during the recordings, you can tell, and during my conversation, I am a mess with this, and also this was such an impromptu stream, but I wanted to make something about the Mario movie. I wanted to talk about it, so apologies if nothing was cohesive, apologies about all that stuff, because also I wanted to add a visual aspect to this, and I wanted to play Mario Galaxy. Again, this is all like cobbled together. Comment down below if you want me to make an actual like cohesive video on this. I'll do it, sure. But I don't know. I just wanted to get it out into the ether and not, you know, put time away from the anniversary dinner that I'm cooking up right now. So be excited for the anniversary dinner. It is officially halfway done. It is halfway done. We're almost done with it, and it will come out soon. It will come out soon. It is being worked on, and then when it's done, we'll get back to Spyro, and then we'll start the big series that I've been working on for the past few months. It is happening. We're doing it. It is going on. It is going down on like Donkey Kong. It's happening. It's just taking a lot of time. And I apologize because also I'm starting anxiety medication. And so it's been a little quirky for the past few weeks. It's been a little quirky for the past few days. So apologies. Again, that's just who I am. I apologize a lot. So I'm going to end tonight's stream here. Thank you to everybody who watched. Anybody that wants to watch this, and I'll end as always. Consider buying a ticket to the channel. That is a membership. That's what we like to call a membership here. Buy one so that you can gain access to all of the exclusive content that is on the way, and including emotes, badges, and also once the anniversary dinner is done, a Discord server specifically for channel members. So be on the lookout for that when it comes out. Consider buying a ticket now or when that happens, if you are financially available to do so. And thanks so much for watching. I appreciate everybody who came in today. Payne, I'm just looking at all the names. Payne, Eli, Isaac, especially. You were fun to talk to. Auric, all this stuff. Y'all have been fun. I'm gonna go to bed. I recommend watching the Mario movie, but I'm not enforcing it. You have to go with your own opinion. You have to figure that out yourself. But I recommend it. So if that means anything to you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And as always, the next time I see ya, I will see ya.